Russian air defense systems say they intercepted and destroyed 235 Ukrainian drones overnight, according to Russia's defense ministry. The ministry says 94 Ukrainian UAVs were shot down between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. Moscow time on December 13th. Another 141 drones were intercepted from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. on December 14th. Most of the drones were downed over Bryansk, Crimea, Krasnodar, Tula, and Kaluga regions. Additional interceptions were reported across Kursk, Ryazan, Rostov, Belgorod, Leningrad, Smolensk, Pskov, Novgorod, and the Moscow region. These developments follow a massive Russian strike on Ukraine's energy infrastructure. Late Friday into Saturday, Ukraine's Air Force says Russia launched 465 drones and 30 missiles in a coordinated overnight attack. The Odesa region was the main target. Ukrainian forces say they shot down or electronically suppressed 417 drones and 13 missiles. However, 33 drones and 8 missiles hit targets at 18 locations, while debris fell in 3 others. 6 missiles failed to reach their targets and are still under investigation. 2 people were injured in the Odesa region, and thousands of households lost power across multiple regions, including Kirovohrad, Mykolaiv, Odesa, Sumy, Kharkiv, Kherson, and Chernihiv, according to President Volodymyr Zelensky. Ukraine's energy ministry confirmed that electricity generation, distribution, and transmission facilities were damaged in the Dnipropetrovsk, Chernihiv, Odesa, and Mykolaiv regions. Meanwhile, Ukraine also accused Russia of striking a Turkish vessel transporting sunflower oil in the Black Sea. According to Ukraine, Russia delivered a targeted strike using a drone against the Turkish vessel Viva.
Day to day, we've received reports from the regions, especially from Odesa, following the Russian strikes. The restoration efforts are ongoing. It's not an easy task, but all essential forces have been mobilized. I have instructed government officials to maximally accelerate the processes of repairs and the supply of necessary equipment. And today, Russia also struck yet another civilian vessel in the Black Sea. Essentially, this was an attack on global food security. The vessel's owner is Turkey.
Beyond the latest strikes, analysts say Russian drone warfare has changed dramatically since the start of the war. What began as a limited reconnaissance capability has evolved into a multi-layered drone strategy, combining long-range strikes, battlefield attrition, and electronic warfare. Alongside surveillance operations, Russia has now fully integrated drones into its military doctrine, creating a dedicated command structure to oversee drone operations. Elite drone units, including the Rubicon unit, played a key role in countering Ukraine's Kursk offensive. Tactically, Russia is focusing on disrupting Ukrainian supply lines, establishing a 40-kilometer interdiction zone to slow troop and equipment movement. This strategy is sustained by mass drone strikes, with reports indicating Russia can deploy up to 700 drones per operation, including FPV attack drones. As drone attacks intensify on both sides, the conflict continues to reshape modern warfare, with unmanned systems now at the center of the battlefield. Meanwhile, as the battlefield activities intensify, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced a major diplomatic meet. Zelensky says Kyiv is preparing for a series of high-level diplomatic meetings with the United States and European partners. In his evening address, Zelensky announced that discussions with American officials and European leaders are expected in the coming days.
Now we are preparing for a meeting with the American side and our European friends in the coming days. Berlin, there will be many events. There will be a report from Umerov and our negotiating team regarding their contacts that have already taken place. General Hnatov and representatives of the Ukrainian defense and security sector will work on the details of security guarantees for Ukraine, for Ukrainians. The most crucial will be my discussions with representatives of President Trump. Additionally, I'll have meetings with our European partners, with numerous leaders regarding the Foundation for Peace, a political agreement to end the war. The chance is significant right now. This is crucial for every single one of our cities. It's vital for every one of our Ukrainian communities.
Russia has launched another major assault on Ukraine's coastline. In this time, the fallout has crossed international lines. On Friday, Russian forces attacked 2 Ukrainian ports, striking civilian maritime infrastructure and damaging 3 Turkish-owned vessels, including a ship loaded with food supplies. Ukrainian officials and one of the ship owners confirmed the details to Reuters, marking one of the most significant escalations in the Black Sea in recent weeks. The strike came just days after Moscow threatened to cut Ukraine off from the sea, a stark warning issued following Kiev's maritime drone attacks on Russia's Shadow Fleet, a network of tankers believed to be quietly exporting Russian oil. Kiev has long argued that this fleet is a crucial lifeline for Moscow's war finances, now approaching 4 years. The timing of Friday's attack is striking. Only hours earlier, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan spoke directly with Russian President Vladimir Putin, suggesting that a limited ceasefire focused on protecting energy infrastructure and ports might help reduce regional tensions. Instead, the opposite happened. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky posted photos of the aftermath, a massive blaze engulfing a ship at the port of Chornomorsk, firefighters battling columns of thick black smoke. This proves once again, said Zelensky, that Russians not only refuse to take the current opportunity for diplomacy seriously enough, but are also continuing the war aimed precisely at destroying normal life in Ukraine. The damaged ship, owned by Sank Shipping, was identified as the Sank T. The company said so far no casualties among the crew have been reported. Damage is believed to be limited, though assessments are ongoing. Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister Alexei Kuleba condemned the strikes, saying Russia is targeting civilian logistics and commercial shipping, not military assets. He confirmed that ballistic missiles and drones were used in the assault, and that a private sector employee had been injured in a separate hit on Odesa port. A cargo loader was also destroyed. Ukraine's Navy told Reuters that all 3 damaged vessels were Turkish-owned, a detail later confirmed by Turkey's foreign ministry, which also emphasized that no Turkish citizens were harmed. Ankara renewed its call for an agreement to prevent further escalation in the Black Sea and halt attacks on navigation safety, energy facilities, and ports. The ports of the Odesa region remain a vital economic artery for Ukraine. As Kiev intensifies its own strikes, including recent hits on Russian targets in the Caspian Sea, the struggle for control of maritime lanes and the future of Black Sea security is entering a dangerous new phase with no end in sight.